Hello, good evening, and welcome to Newcastle X-Wing. My name's Steve, I'm your host for this evening, and tonight we have got a league game between Sean and Andrew. We're waiting for Sean to arrive. We just messaged through, he's had a bit of a family issue. He's all set up, ready to go, so we're just waiting for him to jump in and play. We might as well jump through the game so you can have a look at it while we're waiting for him, and I will talk through the lists with you. We'll just bang it through there now, and that's shown here now. Okay, yes, Sean, I can hear you now, but the stream can't yet. But you're all set up, and I will make your mics live now so that you can talk. So remember, mics hot.
Hello.
Sean is finally here. You're all set up, I think, Sean. Andrew's got his lot all set. And
yeah, I'm waiting for Andrew, player one, to decide if he wants initiative or not.
That answers the question of who's got initiative.
I didn't know it was me. So,
I will
grant Sean the initiative.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, so I'll move first and shoot first. That is probably the correct option with you having fifth brother, who is a 4.
Okay, guys, in chat, thank you very much for joining us. Mike's conked out.
Yep. So thank you very much for joining us, chat. We apologise for the technical delay with being late. As Andrew said, he is player 1 here. So, what 3 obstacles are you picking, Andrew? Because it looks like there's 3 on the board there.
Those are not related to me.
No, they're mine. I'll put mine out.
Oh,
like an adult.
You put yours out? Why didn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, they've been there for 3 years. Robin Williams has been in and out in Jumanji by that time.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
Okay, that's a smart option.
Apparently, we're getting some kind of mic issues.
Steve, you sound incredibly choppy on my end.
I'm
going to say your quality's dropped a lot.
I'm going to pick
Right.
the big rock, and it's going to cover the X-Wing's cockpit.
What's that like now?
You stole my rock.
Marginally better, but...
It's this silly cable. I'm waiting for a new cable coming. And for some reason, it just keeps causing problems. Is that any better than now?
Andrew, yeah?
Yes, I have.
It's just my mic, okay. So what's that like then now? Can we just do
It's still the same. You sound a bit like an asthmatic Dalek. I'm not going to lie. I'll go with that one up there.
Right. Well, I'm going to put this one over here. Oop.
Yeah, I'll log it in place for you.
Okay, what's that like now?
Pretty much the same, Steve.
It's not changing at all?
Not really, no.
Right, okay. Let's check the filters and see if there's anything on there that shouldn't be working, or should be working that isn't. Knocked again slightly. How's that there now?
There we go.
Still the same?
Yeah, enough the same. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm going to quickly run through my list whilst I'm deploying there. So, we have Rush in the TIE Silencer, who, when he becomes damaged, so when Andrew gets the half points on him there, he becomes initiative 6. Never used him before, thought it would be fun. We have Captain Phasma, the TIE SF pilot who is, which is a thing, I guess. So she can, she can pass damage off to other people, which is really helpful.
Sure that says must pass damage off.
She must pass damage to people because she's Captain Phasma and does what Captain Phasma does and blames everyone for everything. She has Fanatical and Special Forces Gunner. We then have Lieutenant Rivas, who, in the actual Captain Phasma book, is the one who Phasma blames for blowing up Starkiller Base. So she goes to Kylo Ren and Snoke and goes, by the way, it was Rivas who dropped the shields, which allowed the Resistance to get in and blow it up. And then hunts him down and kills him as a witness. So, yep, Rivas is in there for nice thematic reasons. Rivas has the ability where anyone gains a red or orange token, he puts a lock on it. Then we have Lieutenant Tafson in the Bat Ren, who has his ability is when he takes a damage, I'm going to spend a charge, of which I have 2, to perform an action and a hull upgrade, so I don't die. So I'll place my 1 and my 2, and then Andrew, you place your 2s. Then I'll place the rest of my list. So if you could break those
want me
down,
to go through my list?
If you wouldn't mind, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Right, what's my audio
No
like
problem.
now? I've done a reroute.
Perfect.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've found what cable it is, so that is going in the bin.
Okay.
Fabulous.
That's more than it deserves.
I thought that there might have been the R2 and R3 droids inside the machine that were playing havoc, but it's not. It's just the cables. That's fine. I don't have to tell any bots off.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Woo.
We're taking this game canny seriously, apparently. According to Phantom Camo says, I did sound like an asthmatic Dalek, and he now says, yes, attacking this game canny seriously, like. I
hope it's phonetically as well. We're attacking this game canny seriously, like. I think we're going to be not just sneaky going on.
It's not, and I don't Good job, I'm drinking Lucas here to keep up with you, lads. I don't recognise the name, actually. It must be somebody that we know.
Yeah, I hope it's just found on Jolly. I'm so happy.
Gossy Crew. Jeez. We've got a local. Big shout out to the crew from Gosforth, eh?
Woohoo! I hope it's an X-Wing crew and not just like a gang. I don't want to be shouting at gangs. My mum will tell us off.
Right, guys in chat, the betting is open, or it will be in just 2 seconds. If you would like to bet, then press !bet, followed by space, followed by 1 for Andrew, or 2 for Sean, followed by space, and followed by the number of points that you would like to bet. Anything up to 10,000. If you're new in chat, then you will get points for viewing, but it does take 20 minutes or so for Streambots to catch up and to give you them. So if it doesn't come up, then that will be why. Phantom Camo, you have got points and they have registered. Fabulous.
Andrew, could you possibly break down your list when you get a chance there, good sir?
Would you like me to do it for you?
Or would you like Steve to do it, because Steve's...
That might work better.
Okay, I'll run down and yell it.
One very important thing.
Yeah.
Both my decimators are called the Marmalader because that's important.
Okay.
Beyond that, you do the job properly.
Right. So, well, normally you see what happens is Sean would give them names, and he would change the names on them accordingly. So what we'll do is we'll change on here. I'm gonna just alter very slightly before I run down this list. I'm gonna alter very slightly what they're actually called.
Pete's sake.
And we'll call them Patrol Leader Yellow, and the other one we will call Patrol Leader Red, so that there's no confusion.
Okay, I've made that worse, Steve. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Marmalade numero uno.
Numero uno.
Okay.
Andrew, your red one is slightly skew with there.
Call it red.
I don't know if you've knocked it or anything, but
I must have knocked it when I must have knocked it when I went to lock it.
Yep. So I'll just.
I can undo its movement, can't I?
Are you happy with that?
Sean.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. I'll place it again. Cool. Red.
If you click the button to place, you can't do it, Sean.
Ah, that's why.
It's not your
clicking
ship.
the button like a madman. Well, I want to be my ship. First order.
Well, it's not. Okay, so Andrew's list is. I'll actually get the job in hand, which would be useful. Andrew has got 5th Brother in the TIE Advanced V1 with passive sensors and homing missiles. So for those who don't know, passive sensors means that you can spend a charge as an action, and you can only perform that action within that action step. But while the charge is inactive, you cannot be coordinated. But before you engage, if your charge is inactive, you may perform a calculate or lock action. Homing missiles requires a target lock and says that if you spend a charge after you declare the defender may choose to suffer a damage, and if it does, then the attack and defense dice steps are skipped. So in other words, you just miss out rolling the dice, but the defender assumes that they've already taken one and takes 1 damage. Hi, Caswing, that's fine, thank you. I just needed somebody to check audio, but by the sounds of it, it works okay now.
We did
He
it. We're
also
adults.
has... no, you're not. Don't lie.
Success.
Okay, so he has 2 VT-49 decimators, which he now calls marmaladers. And the first one has skilled bombardier, which allows him to drop or launch a device using a template with the same bearing, but of 1 speed higher or lower. And he's got proximity mines. Proximity mines get dropped using the 1 template, so with the skilled bombardier, it means he can use the 2 template instead. His second marmalader has advanced proton torpedoes, which requires the target lock and allows him to spend a charge to change a hit result to a crit result. And he's got munitions failsafe, which says that while he performs said attack, after rolling attack dice, he may cancel all dice results to recover a charge that he spent for the cost of the attack. So it basically means that he's proton torpedoes, he keeps getting and keeps getting. And they're a nice 5 dice attack. At range 1, so it's only close in.
Yeah. You said a big boomba.
So we're
Have
setting
you-
up
So now have a double.
setting up ships here, and
Yeah. I think that looks like all dials are set.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, we'll do a handshake in the middle.
and then when
Handshake.
you click your little button, I will start the timer on the overlay.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So Lieutenant Rivas, he's going to do a 4 straight, and he's going to focus. And then my 2, Rush, is going to do a nice little 2 bank. And he is going to do a little banky boost up there, and that'll be him done.
Right. Red marmalade. Come on. There we go. It's going to do a 1 forward
You weak.
because I'm a coward. And then I will.
Phantom Camo, we are very easily amused.
Reinforce.
We are the silly side of X-Wing. Typical Geordies.
Reinforce the 4. And
Just to highlight it,
Yellow.
our tagline is we are 1 dog short of a Wookiee.
do a 3. And is.
If you hit exclamation mark quote, you will get a quote,
well, because
and you
no reason not
might
to.
actually... Oh, it's already there. Quote 1 has already popped up. We're 1 dog short of a Wookiee. There you go. There's the evidence. Remember, betting will close on the first engagement. Worth getting these points in because we have got giveaways coming up in the oncoming weeks. We've got some lovely custom painted ships that will be given away. And as a note for your diaries, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow evening at around the same time, we will, if there's anybody else available who's not working, I'll quite happily play a game. Even if we don't have a game, later on at the time that the game would normally finish, so probably about 9 o'clock, then we'll be doing a Mandalorian watch party for the latest episode. Load up your Disney Plus, log on with us, and get the reactions just like you're sitting at the cinema and we have a group of us all together and watch it live and chat about it. What more can you want on a Friday night?
2's
yeah,
done,
so
Andrew. Cool. Tavson.
that's my 2's done. So
He's gonna
put that right in.
focus as well. And then my 4 Phasma. We hop into that little gap. And she's just gonna focus as well.
Right. And my 5th brother will do a 3.
Ooh.
Didn't see that coming. And then we'll focus. There we go.
Very nice. Let's do some of that clearing up. Get rid of that focus, get rid of that focus, get rid of that focus, because I can't keep them in the bin.
Is no one in range?
Oh, maybe. I doubt it though.
Andrew Shenanigans Gaming says to tell you to jund them out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that is my plan.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Ian, Andrew did a one straight. He's the worst jund ever. He's
You say that.
He's the worst jund. He's basically blue.
How absolutely dare you?
Fight me,
I
you
will have
coward.
you know that I am. That's what we're doing right now. We're fighting with spaceships.
Cool. You can do that.
Okay, Phantom Camo. This is Star Wars X-Wing tabletop game. So the ships are slowly moving. It's not live action. They are positioning, setting dials, moving, and then they'll be rolling dice for engagement. I'm assuming that you're not.
Wow, disrespect to the
familiar with
Gosforth
the
crew
game.
there. You're like, oh, I'm assuming you're not familiar with this. Real gatekeeping there. As you can see, Sean is not helpful on stream and just hurls abuse at anyone and everything and defends everyone and anything. I just argue with people. It's great fun.
Why do you want to do anything else?
I can't do it at home because the wife wins it. So right. That is me set, I believe. Cool. Right. Cool. Right, Andrew. Are you set?
Yes, I am. I think. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
TIE fighter, go! Wah! To that. He is then going to do a barrel roll. To that. I should have done a 5 because that one is real close now. Rush is going to come to that. He is going to focus and then boost for a stress because he can do that being a TIE silencer.
You madman.
Your twos. Oh! Someone got greedy. Yep. So, gas clouds. You roll a red dice on a hit or an eyeball. You take a strain token. You can still shoot, but you don't get an action either.
What's happening? Has Sean disappeared?
No, I'm still here.
No,
Hello.
he's thinking.
Oh, wait.
Nope,
Okay, mine is saying Steam. The session failed with Sean.
Oh, don't do this. Don't throw me away.
Weird.
It hasn't this end yet, so it's fine. Don't worry. The
Yeah.
game's saved.
So that might be you.
Okay,
One of them might get lobbed out. So yeah, I was just explaining how strain works. Yeah, take a strain.
Yep, I got a strain.
You take that and you like it. Yeah.
I don't want to like it. Where's the strain? Have you given me one? Or...
No, I'll give you one. Don't worry. Boop. There you go.
Oh, I just given myself one.
Oh, get rid of a fade.
Well, I'm double strained.
You keep yours. I'll get rid of this one. There we go. That's a deplete token. Sean, that's how this game works. There you go. Where's yellow?
Right, yellow. Oh, just wait and see.
Apricot marmalade. Whee.
There we go. And I'm going to switch my aim. Switch my turret to sideways. Come on. Okay. I mean, I'm doing my best.
Oh. What are you doing?
Indicator.
I'll fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it for you. Maybe. Because it looks like it's been locked in place. So if I unlock it,
There we go.
be able to spin now.
Did you unlock a design and locked it at the same time?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
locked
I made it worse.
There.
I made it worse.
Okay.
I fixed it. It's been left right now.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
So Tavsy Wavson, he's blue. 2 straight. I'm going to grab a target lock onto the, what's it called? Decimator. And then
Marmalade.
Yep, Phasma, 2 straight. She is going to do the same. And put a target lock onto the Marmalade. Pew, 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 pew.
Sensible.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Rivus will get a lock on you as well because you gained a red token with a strain.
A pigeon's leg? That's a bit ambitious, isn't it?
Actually, no, don't, because it's a mate. I forgot to do it, so we'll not.
More like a Spuggy's leg. A pigeon's leg actually moves.
Wow, rude. My internet's absolutely fine now. I actually plugged it in. Like, now it's plugged in. I've got a new hamster. You know, I feed him this time. It's great.
Are you sure?
Can you, Sean? Can you mute your audio on your stream, please?
My screen is muted.
Oh. Somebody's playing. Somebody's playing somewhere. There's a definite echo.
If I scream louder, does it make it better?
That never makes it better.
Probably not. No. It could be my end.
Fifth brother's turn.
Fifth brother. Yes. Sorry.
Move. There we go. And I'm going to get a target lock on Rush, I think. Because why would I not?
So what you can check, see if there's anyone else you want to get it on with the A button.
Yeah,
but if you want to just put it on Rush, you can just put it on Rush. That also works. Just hit if you want to check.
Nah, I think I'm fine with Rush.
Rush sounds good.
Because Rush is closest.
Rush is closest. So it's the little A on your dial.
Yep, little
Not
A.
the A. Sorry, the T. Oh my, Andrew,
I was going to say,
you were in the right place.
I'm pretty sure it's a T.
I made it so much worse. Alphabet is hard, you.
You did. It really isn't, but you found a way.
It is. It's got more than like 3. After 3, I'm stumped.
By the way, Sean, I didn't ask you, the Newcastle X-Wing logo on the mat, which way is it pointing to you? Because it comes up different depending on how you log in.
To me, it is pointing towards my mat.
Okay. Right.
Whereas normally it points towards sort of the middle where the tokens are.
Yeah, well, that's how it's appearing on screen.
So out of curiosity, is the big rock in the middle right on the cockpit?
No, not for me.
Yes.
Oh.
It is on one of my screens because it's pointed the same way as you.
This is so confusing. Right.
Okay.
So this looks like we're in combat.
Yep.
So, because I've got initiative, Phasma will shoot first. I have an unobstructed range 3 into the Marmalader. I'm going to take an unobstructed range 3 into the Marmalader.
And betting is going to close on the first dice roll.
So,
betting is closed.
See what we'll get.
I was going to say, I'd re-roll that.
I'm going to re-roll the blank. Which gets me, that'll do me nicely. You would normally gain 1 green dice, but you are strained.
Yep. So I do not.
No. And I would maybe flip the Decimator shield, not Fifth Brothers, Andrew.
Yeah, why am I doing that? Fifth Brother, what are you doing with your life?
Take Fifth Brother off, that's fine with me, I don't mind. But, like...
No, I like Fifth Brother.
You should do, he's pretty cool.
He goes pew pew. Speaking of Fifth Brother, I'm pretty sure it's his turn now.
It most certainly is.
And do you know what? I think I'm going to use a homing missile.
I think because it's range 2 to 3, I don't think you will, good sir. Because I'll probably be range 1.
No, I'm pretty sure you're at range 2. Oh no, Rush is at 1. Ah, there's one tiny corner. Betrayed by range 1. Oh well, I'll just roll 3 dice instead.
Yeah,
Oh
first
yeah,
time
like, it's not
caller.
a bad thing.
These first order ships are really dark, so I'm trying to colour them to be as bright
Yeah,
as possible.
They are. Me
Yeah.
and E, when we play, we normally have to play on one of the desert mats because they
Yeah.
blend into space, and you go, I don't know where they are. It just looks like some bases
Just
hovering about.
I'm color coding his ships now as we speak, just to try and make
I don't think
the
I'm going to get better
bases
than
at
2
least
hits.
be
You can
just
spend
that
the
little
target
bit
lock if you
more
want to
vivid.
reroll the blank.
Yeah, actually, might as well. Yeah. Reroll that. Come on. That's no better. That was
You
a waste
can
of a target lock.
you can spend the well, it is. You've got an eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
You can spend the force
Oh, yeah,
to
I've got a
change it if you
force.
want to. You can't use your ability at that point, but then you're still getting 3 in.
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to spend a force because I got
Yeah,
that back next
because
turn, don't I?
yeah, you're probably not being shot at, and yeah, it means you can't push the crit through, but you're pushing the damage through, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad. See what I get. I'm going to take 2, so that is shields down on rush.
You fool.
One
Unless
more and
actually
is
shields down on you is better for you.
doesn't. No, it's not. But to get one more becomes super awesome. But at the moment, he is not super awesome. Right, so that's the 4 done. So on to 3, Lieutenant Tavson, range 2 into Marmalade Red. So let's get my 4 red dice, because the Bat Wren is so cool. So we've got, what we got there? I'm going to reroll the eyeball.
Yep.
Okay, 2 crits, 2 hits. That'll do me very, very nicely.
Right, so that's last
One hit.
shield.
And then you take
One
hit
hit.
with this one. Yep. Then your 2 crits.
And then 2 crits. 1. And flip it. What did I get? Damage power regulator. Before you engage, gain 1 ion token. After you execute an ion maneuver, repair this card. Great. Okay. We can work through this together as a team. Damage sensor array. Cannot perform any actions except focus and actions from damage cards. Okay.
Then my 2. Yes. Range 2 into the decimator. Steve, sorry, is the dice cam live?
No, not yet. I'm still waiting for
That's
a
fine.
lead.
That's alright. I just want to double check before I'm rolling dice randomly in the middle of nowhere.
No, it's that's why there's no dice box there, because I'm waiting for a new capture card and
Perfect.
coming.
That's enough. So I got 1 hit and 1 eye there. I'm going to spend my focus to make it 2 hits.
Is that on Marmalade as well?
Is sure I'm red.
Yep. 2 more hits. 1. No, come on. Why did he put it down over there? Rude. And 2. Oh, friend Marmalade is not looking good.
Is that 8 remaining on red?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just double
1,
checking.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to do a very quick shout out while you're in the middle of sorting things to Crazy Vulcan from the mod team, who very kindly helped me last night with this mat because I've been stuck for 2 weeks to get it to work properly. And he's been giving me instructions, do this, do that, and I couldn't follow any of it. So he said, okay, give me 10 minutes, and just did it for us.
Oh,
that's nice.
That's nice. Nice to help us out being useless.
Very big thank you to him. It was silly o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I'll just do it before I go to bed, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my initiative 2, so now it'll be yours, Andrew.
Right, I'm quickly going to check if the red Marmalade can hit anything. I doubt it, but...
No.
Nope, no targets. Just as expected. And yellow Marmalade, left and right, should have a shot on at Rush at range 3. Ha ha ha.
Okay, we've got an echo,
And
and I don't know where it's coming from. It's very
So,
strange.
Oh.
I'm just going to mute you guys for 2 seconds and see if it's my end. If I speak now, then there is no echo there. Okay. Right,
so is
okay.
that just the one crit, yeah?
yeah,
Awesome. Come on, Rush, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
come on, roll badly.
No, you
Yes.
rolled badly. And the crit is a stunned pilot. That's bad, but not horrific.
Okay, Sean, have you got the stream open?
I do, but my computer's muted.
Yeah, it's feeding back through.
It's right. Okay, I'll try now.
No, it's still there. Okay. So when I mute you guys, the echo disappears.
I'm
So
gonna
we're
assume
gonna.
it's not me.
Do you have your speakers or anything on, Andrew?
Nope. Don't have my speakers on, and I don't have the stream open.
Right, that's weird because we're not getting an echo of you, Andrew. It's just me and Sean.
Right, I'll unplug my headphone and plug it back in, headset and plug it back in again. See if that does it.
No, I'm gonna just. Right. It's still there. Okay.
Right, I've unplugged it and plugged it back in again.
It was still there when you unplugged.
Right.
But if I
Cool.
if I mute you, if I deafen you, and it goes when I deafen, so it's a.
Would have engaged
Mhm.
with the disable power regulator.
Yeah.
How Ion works now
that-
is you need 3 before you have to do the Ion maneuver.
okay.
So, and the Ion maneuver is you do 1 blue forward, so obviously clears the stress,
Mhm.
and then the only action you can do is focus.
Okay.
Okay. Also, just to let you know now, because Russia's halved, Russia's now initiative 6, so he'll be moving last.
Yeah.
Which isn't what I wanted. I was going to try and use it to block the decimator. Right.
Kind of unfortunate, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
Oh yes.
What did I set for?
Ah, I didn't shoot Rivas. Sorry, he has to shoot.
Oh, do you
Initiative
want to shoot
one,
Rivas?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Well, I haven't done anything yet, so.
No. So range 1, please. Just the one. Because I forgot to take his target lock like a muggins. Oh, you get an ion token! I could have put it on! Joy is, I forgot twice because when you put the ion token on, I could have put it on there as well. Never mind. Never mind.
Sean, this is why you should only run Marmalade.
I
Then you
can't
know
because
what you're doing.
I've got really the worst order. Love the first
I
one,
mean,
the
you
best.
have, but the thing you have to remember is that all ships are Marmaladers if you try hard enough.
I can't disagree with that logic enough. I'm not annoyed that I forgot it. I'm annoyed I forgot it twice. That's annoying as the most. Yeah, because Rice's ability is when a ship at range water 2 gains a red or orange token. So any like strain, stress, force, not force, strain, stress,
Anything like that.
ion. Yeah, or if I target lock you, so I could have gained them multiple times. Never mind. So 1, 2. So I've got his ability 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I hope Steve can keep account of how many times Sean's forgot Rivas' ability. That would be really impressive.
I'll tell you what I can
Maybe
do.
that's what. Please put a count on like the actual stream. Maybe that's what we should really bet. How many times?
That's how you
forget
look at
things.
the X-Wing. Yeah. Miss trigger count. When you really need one.
Yeah.
Just because it will improve his things, go, guys, but you've each forgotten like X mixed triggers. This is what you've missed. Might help you do better. Okie dokie.
Oh, you're getting a counter.
Can I press the button, Steve?
Oh,
Beautiful.
hang on. It would help if I didn't put it behind the Newcastle X-Wing logo. We want it not on the game board, ideally. Where can we put it? We'll see.
I mean, if you put it next to Rivus, like the actual card.
If I put it there, the stream can see it. And how many are we on now? 4.
Better.
4.
There we go.
Just double check 4.
Wow.
Strain, an ion, 2 target locks. Yep.
Do you want one as well, Andrew? I can put one on your side to match.
Yeah, I mean, mine's going to be at 0 though because I don't know what I'm forgetting.
You need to flip your force, but that's a must, so it's fine. You can't forget it. Also, I'm going to point out that technically my opponent's supposed to remind me of these things and hasn't, so I want to judge because my opponent's not being sportsmanlike. And on his second game of 2.0 is not reminding me of all my triggers. What's this rubbish?
Are you going to start reminding me of all my triggers?
Yep.
You know, like you've been doing this whole game.
Yep.
Okay, so how many's Andrew on?
You know?
Andrew's on 0.
Oh.
Okay.
He's done this properly. Okay.
And can I just do a quick check on damage on Red? Because Red's got a hull upgrade. Is that 6 damage?
It's 6 damage total, yeah.
Yes, he should have 7 left.
So you should have 7, yeah. That's fine.
So he's just over halved, if I've done my maths right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rush is halved as well because he managed to, from 4, 7 green dice, roll 1 evade and 0 eyeballs.
And I just
Rush has got this. Rush has got this.
On yet. There we go.
But you've unlocked his superpower, so...
There we go, guys. Sorry, the overlay is updated.
Overload!
We've still got an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. It's bothering
Probably
me
me.
much.
I'm blaming Connor.
Right. Yeah, it's Connor's fault.
Yeah.
So, have you set your dials, Andrew?
Yes, I have. He said double checking.
System
yes,
phase.
I have.
Do you want to do something in the system phase, such as dropping your proximity mine, or would you rather not?
I mean, yeah, I think I'd like to drop a proximity mine because it sounds funny.
Okay. So, how you do it in TTS is you've got the little token next to red here, which is drop box.
While Sean is explaining to Andrew, I'm just going to mute them to you guys in stream a second because I'm just trying to figure out where this echo is coming from. And it's not coming from the overlay, so I'll bring them back in. You haven't missed anything. He's just explaining how to use the mechanic.
Yeah, a 2's going to be...
I am to the edge.
So a 1's going to be there, a 2's going to end up about there, so you're probably going to miss. Right, to deploy the bomb, if you click on up here where it says all mines, and just drag it out, so pop it on the table, and then that's a cluster mine, so before you put it down...
And I'm just going to mute Sean for a second. And see if I've still got an echo. And I don't think...
Yep.
Okay, Andrew, it must be your end, because if I mute Sean completely, I can still hear him.
Okay.
So it must be a setting somewhere.
Right.
Okay, so I'll do... So that's system phase over, because I don't think we've got any other triggers. Nope. I've got none. So, my 1 moves first. Going to do a little 1 hard into there. And he's going to focus, because I'm going to get a target lock before he engages, because you will gain an ion token, potentially. We're going to remember this.
Right, okay, so we've got the echo coming through is definitely coming from Andrew's end, because if I mute him, it stops.
Okay.
Well,
then
I will hang up and call back and see if that helps, because I can't think of anything else to do.
That sounds good.
So can I talk smack about Andrew now he's gone?
You can, and there's no echo there now, so it's definitely something's feeding back through. and it's
I'll
still there.
blame Andrew's face.
Let's have a look.
I
Few
heard that.
seconds.
He's like, rude, I haven't hung up.
No, I had hung up.
You can get
Yeah. Hung up
right,
and
so
came
that's
back
my
in.
initiative
help?
1 done. So it'll be your initiative
No,
2.
it hasn't changed it, but it's definitely it stopped when you logged off. So it's definitely something running your end. Are you using your computer for Discord or your phone?
No, I'm using my phone. I will attempt the computer. Allow me 30 seconds to figure out how to put it on my Discord.
It could be as simple as a headset that's backfeeding.
I mean, that sounds about right. I am using the
Hang on 2
free one I got from
seconds.
the PlayStation.
Oh no, it's still there. I thought it had stopped, but it's not. It's still there. It's very strange, very weird. Why don't you If you're using your phone, try using the phone itself for either microphone or speaker and see what that does.
Right, 1 second.
And then if we talk,
So, Steve,
yes,
real important question. Have you seen the Texans Lions score?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, Lions did what Lions always do.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Detroit. You've got what have you got?
Andrew, are you there now? Can you still hear us?
Yes,
No,
I can hear you. Am I still echoing?
No, there is no echo. You're not as clear, but there's no echo.
I mean, I've got the phone just on speaker. We'll try and work something out for next time.
Yeah, no, that's all right. We can hear you okay. It's just not quite as clear, that's all. But there is no echo.
Got a pick 6 from JJ Watt. So proud. Right. Your 2s, by the way, Andrew, mate.
Yep. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Move.
Judge. He's gained a red token. Maybe. Actually, yeah, you rules if you get a strain.
Yeah,
if you don't get a strain, I'm gonna cry. Yes! Right, we're just getting the target lock. I remembered. Cool. Okay. And then you don't get an action because you have gone through the gas cloud, but you can shoot.
Yep. Yes, I can. Actually, might have someone. And now, yellow friend.
He's like, Rock's going to be my friend. Rock's going to be his friend.
Rock's have been. You should have picked a 3.
That's a really good impression of Dash Rendar, could say. So, see what you get.
It's just a shame it's not Dash.
No. So you don't get any negative effects apart from the fact you don't get an action and you can't shoot. Which are, I'm not going to lie, they're quite negative effects, but you're not taking the damage at least. My 3 is going to go to there and bump.
Yep.
So he doesn't get an action. Phasma is going to go into there. And she's going to grab a target lock onto his estimator as well. Rush is now a 6, so where's your 4 going to go? Andy Woos.
You're going to love this.
I love it already. Oh! Frisky.
Hello there. And I think what I probably want to do is actually it's probably just focus, isn't it?
I mean, you can barrel roll and link it to a focus. You can be out of everyone's arc and then shoot me in the side.
Oh, that's a much better idea.
That's the thing.
Do that.
That's the thing. Yeah. So that's totally a thing you can do.
Shoot the right.
You probably have to. Yes, you should be able to go ship right to the top.
Yep.
Or maybe the middle.
Nope.
No, that's straight. So you might need to go.
Where's the end? Come on.
So the undo is just under that. Yep. And then if you go up to the top right. There we go.
There we go.
And then you can link it to a focus.
Yes, I will. Thank
You've
you.
got the force as well, so you don't. If you don't want to, you don't have to, and you could do an action next turn, Or you can grab it. You
True.
can't grab a target lock. You did that.
Well, I've already
Well-
taken a focus token, so
Well, if you don't have to if you don't want to, because that will give you stress tokens. Then you can't redo turnarounds. But you do have blue 1 turns, which are really good. So, like, it is up to you. But I just want to make sure you are aware of the options. Because I'm
I'm
nice like
aware of the
that.
options, and I feel like I've made my bed and I will sleep in it.
Okay, you do gain a stress for doing the focus because it is the linked action on the bottom of your action bar. The barrel roll that do a red focus. Have a stress.
Where's the stress? There
It's the angry exclamation mark. Yeah.
we go.
Right, and then rush is going to nicely 2 turn to where you were. Thank you, Andrew. And you know what it is? I'm just going to focus. I'm kind of happy where I am there. Or do I target lock? I'm getting shot at. No.
Have you guys got an extra 10 minutes after the game?
Depends what it's for.
To make a list?
Oh yeah, although if it's going to be like hurl abusers, then no, I don't, Steve.
Right. You can't see it because it's on the other board and it is currently in a hidden zone. But there is some instructions and cards and criteria to follow to make a list out of what's in that hidden zone. Or make 2 lists
Love it.
to make a game. But it won't be a full 200 points because there's not enough there to make 200 points. But
Disagree.
I'd like to see what you would do each with there's ships for Rebel and ships for Imperial, and it is what can you make out of this to make a game of X-Wing.
Love it. Okay, so I think that is maneuvers done.
And what I'll do is I will, at the end of the game, just wipe off this board as it is, and I'll just lift the whole lot over out of the hidden zone and plonk it down in the middle of the board, and you can read it and figure it out yourself. And then give me your answers. It's a bit of a challenge.
Okay. Right. Is that you? Done all. That's all movements done.
Yep.
And we don't have any start of engagement abilities, so Russia's going to shoot. And oddly enough, I'm going to shoot range 1 into that dude.
Yep, sounds about right.
One,
guys,
2, 3,
guys
4.
in chat, I would love to have your input on it as well. So if you would like to join in at home and write a list and send it, I will unlock the ability to unlock the ban of posting links in chat for that time, so that you can post me your lists and let's see what people come up with.
That's a really dangerous game to play with, Ian. Really dangerous.
It's not. He'll be fine.
One the links and 2 the list, because it's going to be like 12 B wings, and like it's like no, Ian. No,
well, he can't if there's no B wings there.
Ian's then not going to play. He's just going to forfeit. Chris isn't going to play because of the rebels, man. The rebels are bloody stupid.
But he likes Empire.
Yeah, I'm going to spend my focus for 3 and be greedy and try not to die from the. Do I do that? do I? Actually, how many health you got left? Sorry, on the decimator.
I've got
7.
6, 7 left.
7 left.
Ah, you know what it is. We came here to have fun. We're going to spend it. Be greedy. Joined. Okay.
So am I taking 3?
Take 3. Yeah.
Ian, I'm not saying there's no B wings. What I'm saying is that you won't be able to make a list of all B wings.
Is one of the other pilots Biggs?
Let's have a look. I'm trying to remember actually.
Okay.
I look
right
now.
So from 6s we'll go down to 4s. So because I've got initiative, Phasma shoots first. So she's going to keep firing at the red decimator. It's at range 2.
No, Biggs isn't there.
Ian's vetoed. Just giving up. I'm going to be really greedy and spend my focus as well. Send my target lock on these 2.
Yep.
For 2 more.
Yep.
So that is Phasma's target lock out in the bin. Your 4 now gets to shoot.
Yep. You may expect I'm going to fire on Phasma.
That makes sense.
So range 1, I get 2 normally, so I'm going to shoot you with 3.
That seems like a good plan, Andrew.
I'm going to spend my focus, because why not?
Yep. Yeah, spend your focus, and then any that gets through, you can spend both your force to add a crit in if you want to do more damage. Once you see what I roll.
Sounds like a good idea. I will wait to see what you roll.
I've got 2 eyeballs, so I'm taking 2.
Yep.
Then
How many shields have you got? 1.
I have 3 on Phasma.
I see the point in critting.
Where's just the extra damage? If you want to put the 3rd damage through, if you want to just use my 2 shields. I mean, I'm going to use Phasma ability to pass 1 off to the big thing anyway. So it depends if you want to get rid of 1 of my shields or 2.
Just 1's fine.
So you want to keep both your force, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use Phasma's ability to pass 1 to the Upsilon. He's going to spend a charge to do an action, which is going to be pop a target lock onto the Decimate. And 5th brother spent his focus, yeah? Discord.
That's 10 damage in total on red, isn't it now?
Sorry, my Discord cut out there.
Why he's suddenly gone silent in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, my Discord cut out.
Yeah.
I know, terribly sorry.
I'm just counting up.
4,
That's
5,
10.
6.
Is that 10 in total?
Where did the other 2 come from? Was that from Phasma's shot?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Okay.
damaged me.
Yeah, that's
6,
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10 and 2 crits. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I've got.
It's fine. This is fine. How are you? Okay.
Green needs a shield gun on your side as well. I forgot to knock that off. And
So
red
now
has lost
Tavson
both.
is going to
Blue has
shoot.
lost one.
Range 2 into the Decimator.
Survive this. Not gonna lie.
Spend my target lock on the 2 eyeballs. Nope. Shows focused. 2.
Oh. 2 more.
Chip in a chair.
2. I think that's me dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
3.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got one more because you've got a whole upgrade.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yep, 12. Ah! Rivers, you've got this. Just don't die.
Turn to shoot though?
It is your time to shoot, yep.
Ah.
Andrew, if you take all of the cards and stack them on top of each other and then just hover over, it'll give you the number of cards.
Now, well, that makes things a lot easier than just what I've been doing.
That sounds like you to a T, Andrew. Why is yours not stacking? It's just... Oh, there we go.
Would you like me to do it for you?
I like to watch Andrew suffer, it's great fun.
There's 11 there, 12, 13.
13.
13 is dead.
That's dead then?
Yeah, it's dead with 13.
Yes,
yeah.
I was moderately sure I was dead.
Welcome to Newcastle X-Wing, where we can't count to above 10. No. Unfortunately, Steve's at the point where he doesn't want to take his socks and shoes off. Neither do me or Andrew, so he just, YOLO after that point. It's why we fly a lot of ghosts, falcons, decimators, because you can just make up your hull after that point. Oh yeah, I've got 15 left. It's fine. Right. So, because I shot you to 3, that'll be the decimator. Won't get
destroyed.
Destroyed.
Initiative killed.
Yeah.
Initiative killed.
Yeah.
Just getting rid of that before I hit the wrong button and do something bad.
It's quite alright. You can't do anything bad that we can't fix, so don't worry about it. Guys at home in chat, if you didn't know, Andrew is really new to 2.0. He played first edition and he's just come back to the game. And he's brand new to TTS. It's his first ever game on stream. He did commentate with me on a game last week. So he's doing pretty well considering.
No, he's not. He's terrible. You're bad and you should feel bad.
Do you want to know how terrible I am? Yellow Marmalade has still got its guns facing sideways, so I don't know if I've actually got anyone in my
I
arc.
mean, you definitely don't because you're also sitting on a rock, Andrew.
Yeah.
So you've got nothing at all. Good job, buddy.
So this game.
Resolver in, thank you very much for the follow.
Woo, thank you.
Just gonna delete Red Boy.
Yep. Yeah, remember what I told you? Delete them off, don't drag them because then Steve cries.
Yeah.
I don't cry. It's better.
You're like, guys, I can't restore it when you've messed up inevitably because it's you. And we're like, we know. That's why we do it on purpose. I mean, no, don't. Okay.
I know you do lots of things deliberately on purpose just to wind me up.
I wouldn't take it personally, Steve. I do it with everyone. It's fine. Okay. I don't think Rivas has a shot. No. Baxter is his focus comes off. So the one time I remembered his ability, target lock did literally nothing. Yeah. And that charge back.
And guys at home, because it's Thanksgiving, we're going to do a raid if we've got the numbers at the end of this as well. We'll raid somebody in America as a happy Thanksgiving present.
We should. Oh, I was going to say something, but we might upset some fans. I was going to say we should raid the Dallas Cowboys. Then some people actually like them, but then we would have one person from Texas is like, "Damn it, what you saying about damn boys?"
Well, we've got two streams that I'm watching. If either of them or both of them are live when we are finishing, then we'll raid one of them too.
Two. I know you told you what maneuver I was doing there, Andrew.
If you feel the urge, go right ahead.
Okay. But I'm going to tell you in
gonna
code,
tell
and
you.
I want to say if you can work out, because I'm going to tell you in Cockney Rhyme slang. So Red's doing a Chris.
Oh no, that is bad. That is
terrible,
really
but it's good,
bad.
isn't it? It's bad, but it's good, Steve. It's bad, but it's good.
That is awful.
But you got the joke anyway, and that's all that matters.
It's not even good awful. It's awful.
Yeah, that's just me, Steve. You should have worked that out by now.
Guys at home, we have a group chat page for all of us guys that stream on Newcastle X-Wing for our streaming group, and some of the things that get posted in there are the corniest memes you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, for me being how old am I?
If you've got to check, there's something wrong.
Less than 30, I am an old man.
You're not less than 30, are you? Are you that young?
Whoa, I am. How old do you think I was, Steve? Yeah, 20. Thank you, Andrew. 27. I was like, I'm not 28, am I? Oh no, I'm only wee.
Did we establish that Ian's oldest by about 9 months or something? I think.
Well, that's the general life rules. To be honest, is Ian's the oldest where he goes. That's why Tom hangs around with him, because then we can't mock Tom for being 30. Because he's like, Ian's older.
Oh jeez.
Thanks to mock Tom for.
Yeah.
It's a good job that we've got Ian. Otherwise, you'd be mocking me for being old.
Oh no, you're not them. It's fine. We'll be nice to you. They just deserve it.
Even if Ian wasn't here, we'd still be mocking him for being older.
Yeah.
Ian's only watching the stream, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is. I hope so. Otherwise, this abuse is just sounds like we're being really horrible and just picking on people who are not here.
I'll double check. He was there a second ago. I'll just double check.
We love you. We love you. We just want to make sure that you know that you get abused.
Yeah.
I was going to say
you was old for us.
Otherwise, these insults are just pointless. We're wasting them. We could save them for when you can actually hear them.
Exactly.
Shenanigans Gaming says, when 900 years you reach, this good looking you will not be.
Ian says that and he's not even 40. Poor bloke.
Is he not?
Ian, no.
Oh, then I'm the oldest.
Ian's just had a really rough paper round, bless him.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm the oldest then.
Aye.
It's just from Blythe. That's
Yeah. Blythe makes it old. It's just like the smell of it.
Oh well, in that case, I take it back. I'm the oldest. I'm not. I'm not the oldest one in the group, but I'm the oldest one on stream. So you can figure out who the oldest is.
No, I can't.
But don't announce it because that's not a nice thing for me.
What am I doing? Andrew, what moves am I doing? You know what it is? I can't figure out.
you've
You're
done Rush like 4 times now.
I haven't. Rush was set straight away. It's everyone else. I have no idea what to do with. You're doing that. Whoops, you're done. It's the little dude. Where's he? Now what is? Now what he's going to do? He's going to do that. There we go. Did it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I can see why you're doing that. That's for those that don't know at home. I'm in Game Master mode on my screen, not on yours, so I can see what the players are setting.
Right.
I'm not sure that Andrew actually knew that, but
yeah. Is that you sorted, Andrew? Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a lot quicker to do. Not gonna lie.
Cool. So Rivers goes first. He's going to see if this clears. He's a wizard. Focus. I think it's knocked up everything else I'm doing, but I don't care. So that's him done. Your 2.
My 2. Here we go.
Beep beep. Decimator's coming.
Sean, apparently you're an 80-year-old woman.
Is that Tom? Because I'm not 80. I'm
no, it's not. It's not Tom. Not at all. No.
It's Tom, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Pretty sure it's Tom. Is it Ian? Is that Tom or Ian? I'm not an 80-year-old woman, okay? I'm at most I'm 45 or 50.
Oh, so you're just older than me then?
I am a proper middle-aged woman. I spend half of the day talking about bacon recipes with people at work. I'm really just that good, you. Right, Andrew, you have an action good say, and also
I do.
apparently lost a firing arc.
I was distraught this year because I stopped this year being the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's like something's taken away.
Andrew spoke to you, and Andrew's like, "You're such a disappointment, Steve." So,
it's like, but it's like something's been taken away from you when you know that you're the answer to life, the universe, and everything, and then all of a sudden that's taken away from you. It's downhill from that point.
I'm gonna pop a target lock on Phasma.
Ian, yeah. Ian, you're halfway there, mate. Okay, so that's your 2 done?
Yep.
And okay, initiative order is a thing, so this is going to go horribly wrong. Tafson is going to go beep beep coming in, and bump.
Yep.
Actually, that might have worked out better for us. That's actually probably worked out better for us. Might be a wizard. So he doesn't get an action, and then Phasma. Oh no!
Yeah. Shenanigans. Your last guess. If you double it, then you're pretty much spot on.
Like I said, he was halfway there. We're going to focus. Yeah, we'll. Fifth brother gets to go. Actually, I'm going to focus, and I'm going to spin my firing arc. You know what? You got 16 health, don't you?
Yes.
Ah, just keep it forward. It's fine. Okay.
I have to admit, the Decimator is a sexy model in real life.
That's amazing.
It in real life it is. It's a nice model ship. I do like mine. I must admit.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to copy Ian's example and do a photo of everything. Get every ship out.
Yeah. It's Fifth Brother, by the way, Andrew. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've just painted my Decimator up as well. Okay, I've just painted a Decimator, and I've just painted a Vader up for a hyperspace list because I had a hyperspace list for them that I really liked. And guess what has happened, Steve?
Well, you know where you went wrong.
In hyperspace.
But you know where you went wrong, don't you? You do know where you went wrong, don't you? Okay,
Nah.
well, should I tell you where you went wrong?
Please.
Hyperspace. Just forget about it. It's a useless format.
Nah, man. Hyperspace is so much fun.
It's a useless format. Extended is the way forward. You can play everything in extended. In fact, no, epic is the way forward, but extended is a good combination for while you're waiting to play epic.
Right. What action did you do there, Andrew? Sorry.
Focus.
Okay. I didn't
I
know
thought-
so you might want target lock because you're not getting shot at there.
In hindsight, looking at it, I actually think that the points changes have been really good because I don't bother with hyperspace because I don't like the format, and the points changes on everything else are pretty good. To be fair, they've evened things out quite a bit. I'm a bit questionable about Boba losing his crew slot, but I can see why they've done it. I just think there were other ways of doing it better, but I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. And everything else.
I have a lot of reservations about it, mostly because I think the swarms are good, if not better than they were, and swarms were already fantastic. I'm gonna be one of those people who whinges that big purple numbers and big orange numbers are the best way to play X-Wing. But yeah, I think swarms are really going to struggle, swarms are really good and aces are going to struggle, and this hasn't done anything to alleviate that. Oh, sorry, Andrew, are you done with Fifth Brother, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm busy waiting.
I actually think that the thread tracers is going to make a big impact on swarms.
Oh, thread tracers are horrifically amazing. He's going to go there.
Which reminds me, I've got a lovely list if you want to play a game later that I want to try out.
No. Right, Andrew, that is me moved. So shooting phase. Well, engagement. Rush doesn't have a shot, so he's out. Phasma.
Indeed.
Range 1 into the Marmalader, which is really not what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And do you know what major thing they did in the points change, which is vitally important?
What's that, Steve?
Wolf got cheaper.
I'll roll 3 hits there, Andrew. I'm actually going to keep that because that seems pretty good. Please take 3 on yellow. You might do your shields first. You can put hull cards on if you want, but like you've paid these points for shields, man. Just keep them. It's all good in the hood.
I didn't pay any points for shields. I came up with a list, and then you said, "Andrew, that's terrible. Can I improve it?" And I said, "Please help me."
Yes.
Oh, Andrew, you didn't listen to Sean.
He had 2 patrol leaders, 100 point patrol leaders. I'm like, Andrew, you're not going to get anything in arc or shoot things or do anything. He said, don't care. I want to fly 2 decimators. I was like, well, how about we strip some upgrades down and we'll get another 3rd ship in there? I can't fit 3 decimators in. But
3 decimators.
Yeah.
I'm 1 point shy.
So 5th brother shot. Oh. Steve, do you know what actually fits now with a points change? Because I tried to convince Andrew to take this. 2 patrol leaders and Darth Vader.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yes! It's like, because Darth Vader went down 1 point. So that fits. I'm like, I don't know if it's good.
But you can't fit it with afterburners.
You can't fit anything in.
So it's like, you want to put Vader in, don't you? But you want Vader to have afterburners. You know that you do. Yeah, and
Vader still works without afterburners, though.
It does, but it's just not quite there.
It feels bad when you do a 3 bank and you go, I'm going to do afterburners, and then you look at your cards and get sad. So Andrew's rolled 2 hits in the Tavson.
Do you know what else happened?
Take both of them.
Sean, do you know what else happened?
And then he's going to spend a charge to put a target lock onto the decimator. What happened?
Snips got cheaper.
Yeah, but Snips needed to be cheaper. She was almost too expensive.
And Lumi got cheaper.
Yep. All the Jedi got cheaper.
Yeah.
But you know what didn't get cheaper? 7 beyond Anakin, he's still like 84 points, and you go, dude, like he's.
But Real Republic flyers don't fly Delta 7s, they fly CLT.
CLT's wrong. Delta 7's way forward.
No. You need the 3 agility.
You don't need 3 agility if you just fly good and don't be an arc.
No, you just they pop too easy. You need
Stone.
3 agility.
Wrong. Mathematically wrong. Range 2 into the decimator from Tafson.
Yep.
I'm basing this purely on my gut instinct and not actual maths. Actual maths says you're right. My heart tells you that you're wrong. So we've got 2 hits.
But do you know what else happened?
Lock on these 2 blanks.
Do you know what else happened,
happened,
which
Steve?
is major milestone? They've acknowledged that Anakin has a dark side.
He does. He can't take the patience upgrade, which makes perfect sense for him because.
Oh, but he can.
Anakin,
Yes, he can.
can he? Oh,
Yeah, because he's not only has dark side, but he has light side as well.
That's pretty nifty. I'm not gonna lie.
He's I think he's the only one that's got dark side, Jedi, and light side.
That's nice.
And the app must be wrong because the condition for patience is light side, according to the PDFs.
Fair enough.
But the app isn't allowing you to do it, so they need to fix it one way or the other.
Yeah.
But
personally, I just say you can't use patience because it's not funny. Like Anakin shouldn't have patience. He's the
no, but
okay. So your arc was it side to side, Andrew? Where's your arc gone?
yes, Ian.
Oh.
Sean did exactly that. Exactly that.
What did I do? Found it. It was apparently there.
He's saying, did you do your usual and offer to help Andrew and then change Andrew's list to something you saw online?
Whoa! What? Ian? Because the dual patrol leader meta is massive.
John, so my arc is side to side, but I also have advanced proton torpedoes.
Yep.
And you
Okay.
are one.
I'm gonna throw this offer out now. Is there anybody who is in our group or anybody who's watching on stream who would like to play me on stream tomorrow night? It's open to anybody. It's open to anyone. Just ping me a message. If there's somebody who would like to play on stream tomorrow night, I will play them and stream tomorrow night before the Mandalorian watch party.
You do have the target lock still that you can spend to reroll your 4 blank dice, Andrew. What are you playing at? Roll red dice better.
I would like to reroll, please.
That's a bit better.
And you can change the hit to a crit as well. So it'll be 2 hits and 2 crits. Good boy. Phasma, she gets an evade and an eyeball. I'm going to spend my focus.
Sorry, guys at home, if we're not reading out the dice. This will be fixed next week because we will have a dice cam next week.
I'm sorry, Steve. What do you mean we? I've read every single one, probably wrong, but I've still read it badly.
It's fine. I'm just covering all eventualities in case you missed it.
That's fine. So that cancels out 2. So I'll take a crit, which loses another shield. I'm going to pass the other one onto the Upsilon, who is going to coordinate to give a target lock to Rivus, who is going to pop it on the Decimator.
So technically he's given a coordinate action to Rivus, and Rivus is then chosen to make that action.
He has.
Yes, because that's the new wording. That's the new rule.
Yep.
The receiving ship chooses.
Yep. The receiving ship chooses because who's now in the game, Andrew? If not Hondo, the best character in Star Wars ever, who basically he chooses 2 ships at range 1 to 3, which are friendly to each other, and either they both coordinate or they both jam. So you coordinate one of the enemy's ships, or you coordinate 2 of the enemy ships, or you jam them. So right, Rivus range 1 into yellow.
On the subject of dice cam, a big thank you to Greg from Nickel City, who I am stubborn and I've been trying for weeks and weeks and weeks to do a dice cam and failing every time and not being able to get my head around how to do it. I sent him a message on Tuesday night and said, Greg, will you help me and tell me how to do this, please? And he answered with one line, and I knew how to do it. It was like the simplest little thing that I was missing, and he was like, you just do this, mate. It's dead simple. I was like, right, of course it is. It is that simple. So a big thank you to him.
Fuel leak. Oh
So-
no.
Rivers got hit crit onto the decimator, and the crit was a fuel leak. Let's put a big token on there so we remember.
And that is 2 cards, isn't it? And one of them is a fuel leak. That's fine.
Yep, so 3 cards. So Desi has lost 5. They've got 5 cards on it in terms of.
If you are you using the custom crit marker?
No, I'm just
the other board?
using the generic ones because I'm rubbish.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I will take one of these. Where's
Okay.
it gone? There it is.
So
Just
back
drop
to
them
dials.
We'll put it
You get a
there.
charge back, so you spent one. Back.
And now when you hang up, hover
Uh,
over it, just like magic, it says Marmalade Yellow has a fuel leak.
What's the one on Rush them? Why does that not work, Steve? Are you only doing one? This is
I've-
favoritism.
Okay.
Judge.
Whoa. Patience. Drop it on the card, just like so. We'll get you taught eventually. Drop it on
Drop
the
it on the
ship.
top.
Remove the original one. There we go. Get rid.
This is too
And that one is Stunt Pilot, and it is there on the ship, just for you.
this is too convoluted, Steve.
See, I'm as good as Santa, but I give every day. There you go. The gift that keeps on giving.
No. Okay. Sure. If you say so. But you're doing that. I don't know where the decimator is going to.
Level with you. I'm an idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. So just pick whichever move you think would be least helpful for me to do for myself, and assume I've done that.
So that would be about a 2 forward, so you land on the rock.
Oh, it's not, and I'm now disappointed in myself. Oh, that would have been so
Unfortunately,
Sorry,
Andrew's thing here is you underestimate my power. He's like, I might just go for it.
It doesn't let me.
Big
All
now.
right, okay. Well, once you've set your dial, it doesn't let me see what you've set. Games Master
you'll-
mode only lets me see it as
Yeah.
you're setting it. I didn't know whether it would or not, so I just had a look.
Oh, wait, hold on. Initiative order is a thing, isn't it? Aha!
It is.
I am
Yes,
set.
that would be
I am
useful.
set.
Wait, I've changed my mind. I want to be dumber. I want to make
I'm proud of
even
you.
worse decision.
I'm
There
so
we go.
proud. I hope this works for you. Cool. So Rivus is
Yep.
going to go first. He's going to go to that.
Andrew, just so you know, I think that might work. What you've just said.
And then focus.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm helping you so you can't land on the rock. I'm being your friend.
It might not work now
Actually,
though, but you know.
I'm going to put. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to focus. Yeah, because I might be able to get a target lock on you somehow. Done. So that's my one. Your two. And is that a red maneuver?
Same.
No.
Yeah.
Is it red?
Yep.
Oh, the colour on
Yeah.
my screen is obviously coming up wrong.
Well,
Oh.
Andrew, is that you getting a stress token?
Yes, I do. Would you believe it?
Does that mean Rivers gets a lock? Yes!
Oh, I actually remembered. You never
So
remember.
proud. Nah.
I genuinely
Um,
thought you'd set a bank there, not a turn.
It was a bank initially, and then I was like, no, wait, I think I'm going to try and turn. Because I think if I try and bank, I'm crash into the. I was like 50-50, I'm going to crash into the asteroid.
The way
Samson's just gonna
on my screen,
bump.
the way that the chat popped up, the
my
letters in the chat were
fault.
slightly above the dial, and it made it look like one blue, so I assumed it was bank.
So Tafson's the one bump
It was.
straight and bumped into Tafson. Phasma is 5 straight and over to there. I don't
Andrew,
want to be in that arc.
Andrew, we've got a question in chat for you.
Yes.
Ian would like to know if you hate Reavers as much as he does yet.
Yeah, Revis has done basically nothing.
The only reason Ian hates Revis is because he's. Why would you hate Revis? Look at him. He's adorable. He's a little TIE fighter.
Made Sean look dumb. So I actually quite like Revis right now.
Yeah. So Phasma did a 5 straight, and then barrel rolled, and then span an arc behind us and shoot you out of bomb.
Seems sensible.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm gonna do, guys? Just for you guys at home, I'm gonna swap around.
So you don't get an action, but you're not getting shot at, so that's fine. And then Rush is gonna 2-turn to there. I'm on that arc. I am super in that arc.
Blue, yellow, green, red is what the
that
order.
might fit,
Yes,
but it's
there
going
we
to be
go.
really close. That clears that. Right.
Swap things round a bit for you at home so that the overlay is matching where the cards are underneath them.
Rush is
I
going to
think the
target
overlay
lock
is
it.
right regardless, but
And you know, I'm going to stress myself and try to do something really silly. And you go that way.
Still on one.
Nope, bumps. That's fine.
Oh, down two.
So it's going to sit there, stressed.
Two.
I try to get a boost in, but it doesn't fit. Do I go the right way? Boost left. That's where I want to go. Cool. So my 6 shoots first.
Yes, it does.
Range 1 into yellow.
Now, Sean, I would like to point out that you have, I think you've missed a Revis trigger.
I haven't. I've already got a lock on you. I can't get another one. I can put the lock on myself, but I'd rather not.
Like, come on, live a little.
No. Come on, laugh a little. If it's crazy. Crazy. Oh, that was. So hit crit from Rush. I'm going to spend that target lock that I took to reroll these 2 blanks. For just a hit and a crit.
Yeah, Sean, you can't put a lock on yourself because it's range 1 to 2, not range 0.
I meant on to Rush, not myself.
Right, okay.
Me as a player, not me as a ship.
You can put it on one of your other ships, but you can't put it on yourself.
So I just got a direct hit, so you get the extra damage from the fuel leak, and then the extra damage from the direct hit.
And then the direct hit gets flipped.
Flips down.
And that becomes 9 in total. That you've got.
Can you kill me?
Okay. So that's him done. Phasma gets to shoot. Come on. Shooting you out the bum. At range 1.
9 from 12
So
is 3, that's correct.
3 dice. Ooh, 2 crits. I'm going to say my dice have been absolutely jammy here. That flips as well.
Is that another direct hit?
Yep, so you get the normal one, and then you take the other crit as well.
It doesn't matter what I take, that's 11 damage.
Oh, so the other crit kills you. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like a fool now?
Console fire.
Console fire. That's irrelevant.
It is because he's dead.
Yep. Yes, Sean. You must feel mighty silly right about now.
Kinda, yeah. To be fair, my red dice have been absolutely fantastic this game. They might need it.
So many tokens we needed to delete that.
There we go. I think that's back to Dales because Fifth Brother won't have a shot. Towson doesn't have a shot.
No.
Rives doesn't have a shot.
Now, Fifth Brother is good, but in all honesty, I'm not sure he's that good in 2 minutes.
Feel like this game might be over, and at this point, I'm just trying to not give away more points. It's probably my best strategy.
And you know what? You haven't flown badly, and you haven't been tabled.
You haven't all. No. You have not.
I appreciate the confidence.
Andrew, you undo.
Oh, don't undo. You're right. Okay, well, 2 seconds. Oh, you didn't undo. You'll break the game. Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
Is the game not fine? Fifth brother's still there.
All right, okay.
Where he was. He's just.
Yeah.
You can't see. You can't see it because the bat wren's in the way.
Yeah, it was just it popped up in on screen, performed an undo, and like, oh no, undo breaks the game. But it's all right if it moves. That's fine.
Undo on the dial? No, it's fine.
Undo on the dial's all right. It's a game undo. That it will break the game.
That sounds like you're not trying hard enough, Steve.
Also, I tried that once on offline game just on myself to try and figure out how the game worked, and my computer just froze for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it does. It breaks the game. There's too much coding. The mods actually say quite regular, do not click undo because it's coding after coding after coding on top, and there's so many levels of it. It just it can't handle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a rabbit hole too deep.
Set Andrew. So Rivas is going to do a whoop. Stressed. He doesn't have a focus. That's my 3 is just going to stay exactly where it is. Stressed. I don't know where I want it to go, so it stays there. Phasma is doing a sleep-de-whoop to there.
Stressed. And that is time, gentlemen.
Fifth brother.
Doing this. Okay, come on. I think I may have swung the wrong way, but that's fine.
If you think you set it the wrong way, mate, I'm happy for you to set it the other way. Like,
it's not like it makes any difference. Technically, you know.
Well, no. If you think you set it the wrong way, we'll happily set it the other way. It really doesn't bother us at all.
We fly casual. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and also it's really hot. Like, it's really weird to figure out which way your dials face and when your ship's the other way around. Like, I'm more than happy for you to do it. If you're meant to go the other way, change it.
We're already on 0 time, and to be honest, I don't think it'll make any difference.
Yeah. But be like that then.
Well, it's quite fine if you want to click undo and put in what you wanted it originally. That's fine.
Oh God, no, undo.
If you spin your dial around, so I'll spin it around for you. See if that helps. So now you can see which way Fifth Brother's facing. Oh, probably that way doesn't even fit. Oh, it's a 2 talent, isn't it? Those are 3.
No, doesn't even fit.
No. Oh well.
Who cares? Well, I'm here now.
Yep.
Everyone wins.
Right, we're gonna.
Right.
On the plus side, from where you are now, you've got a range 1 on Tavison.
No,
he's bumping.
Is he bumping? It's not showing up as bumping on mine. Let's have a look.
What?
It says bumped.
It says bumped in the chat like a million times.
Right, yes, okay. Yeah, it does. It's I'm looking at the graphics, I wasn't reading chat. On the graphics, there's a gap. It does on the ship, but it does. There's actually a gap in between on my screen for some reason.
On the Nubsy Bubs.
Yeah. That's why we trust the chat.
Yep. Range 2.
Yep. Fight me.
Spend the target lock. I'm really sorry, Andrew. My dice have been absolutely ridiculous this game. Tough on damage through.
Hit quick crit is nice. 2 of
I
8
spend the force
and
and
an
just ignore
eyeball. Yeah.
it. Spend the force and be like, "Ha, you did no damage to 5th brother this game. How do you feel?" Screw
You
up.
can't damage weakest ship.
Yep, can't even kill a ship. Guys, I got 4 health.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't
Weakest
you
ship.
X-Wing better? Huh? Yeah, cheers for the that game there. I
I
think
feel like I've fulfilled an important role in making Tom's record look worse.
I'm proud of you. But you made me look good, and that's even worse. I'll
Right.
forfeit.
What I'm going to
I'll
do,
forfeit the league.
guys, just so that I'm going to do that, I'm going to unlock all your ships.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
I
clear
think
this board because this is probably the quickest
with you
way of
having the
doing
2
it.
decimators there, Andrew, like really far apart,
Yeah.
it meant it was quite easy for me to pick on one and then swing round.
Nothing else left.
But I
think
get
need
why
some-
you did it as well.
Okay, and what I'm going to do, it's over here, but I'm going to
There's a
spin
box
it
of
round.
doom.
There is. Here's the challenge, and you can play at home if you'd like to.
Oh,
give
good job,
over.
Steve. Good job.
Give over. Right, 2 seconds.
That was like watching me try to catch stuff.
It's all right.
So
it's fine.
impressed.
It's not a problem. You see, because anything, like we just said before, anything is fixable. So if I just move up to here where I actually want it, I want it about there, and I'll just do that. And there we go, just like so. And I'll spin them round. And the challenge is that you've got a core set and some upgrades, right? That's it. So you've got the core set, so you've got an X-Wing and 2 TIE Fighters. You've then got an additional 2 TIE Fighters. You've got a B-Wing, and you've got an A-Wing. And all of those cards there, some of them are extras that are thrown in. And you've got to make a game of X-Wing for somebody who's brand new using just what's in front of you. Do you want me to spawn it twice so you can do it individually?
I'm happy just to.
If I do a copy and just then move... Oh, hang on. I move that up one way. One of you can have the top one, and the other one of you can have the bottom one.
Going to avoid making jokes here. Sean, which would you prefer?
I'm happy to take either list, whichever one would you. Do you want Rebels or do you want Empire?
I will go Empire.
Well, why don't you one of you read through the cards, or do you want me to do that and read through exactly what you've got? So you've got in effect you've got 7 ships, 3 Rebel and 4 Imperial, with a whole load of pilots, and there's some extra pilots thrown in as well that don't come with the core set. So X-Wing wise, you've got Luke Skywalker, Jack Hawkins, Red Squadron Vet, and a Blue Squadron Escort. On your B-Wing, you've got Ten Num, Brilliant Strom, Blade Squadron Vet or Blue Squadron Pilot. And on the A-Wing, you've got Jake Farrell, Orville Crinid, or a Green Squadron Pilot. And then for your 4 ties, you've got Howlrunner Del Mico, Ved Foslo, Valen Rudo, Night Beast, Wampa, Aiden Versio, Saint Marana, Gideon Hask, and then 2 Black Squadron Aces, 2 Obsidian Squadron Pilots, and you've got 4 Academy Pilots. And then you've got all of these upgrades. So you've got the servo motors for the X-Wing. Talents. There's 24 different talents. you want to peel them off
Oh.
and read them out?
Oh, you pull them off. Oh.
They're in a pile.
Okay.
There you go. You go through. You read them out.
We have have composure. We have composure. 2 copies of composure. We have 2 copies of crackshot. 2 copies of daredevil. Intimidation. 2 copies of elusive. 3 copies of duke. A lone wolf. And 2 outmaneuvers. 2 predators. 3 copies of swarm tactics. 3 trick shots. Okay. Wait, was I doing rebels?
Whatever. Do both. If you want. If you want to both do both.
I've done an empire list, so I think I've messed up already.
No, it's fine. Do both if you want. But this is what you've got to make a game of X-Wing as if you are starting brand new. You've got the core set and you've got some upgrades, and this in total, this is what you've got.
Cool.
Now, clearly, you can't make a 200-point list for either side out of that, but you could do 100 points or 150.
I'm working really hard. Modifications. Right. Go for modifications. 2 afterburners. Baffle, a hull, weapons failure, a shield, stack discharge vanes. Okay.
So the idea is this is Christmas Day afternoon, and you've got it as a Christmas present, and you've got a few extras that have been thrown in as well to go with it. And you're going to sit down on the kitchen table, brand new to X-Wing, never played it before, and you want some kind of game to be fun. So the first question, and Ian in chat is exactly right, realistically, how many points do you play to? Because 200 isn't reasonable, really, is it? So
No.
Do you make it 100 points, or do you make it 200 points, or do you make it 150 or 125, or where would you point it at, generally?
So I've made an Imperial Squadron, which is like 167 is the most I can really fit in.
Right? Is that too many for the Republic to make it fair?
To be honest, I wouldn't balance on points.
Well, Ian has said a number in chat, and I'll not tell you until you tell me your number, and we'll see how close you are between the two of you. And anyone else who wants to put a number.
I personally wouldn't balance on points for the simple fact of, for the Rebels, you have to fly Luke Skywalker. I know you don't, but you do. You have to. He's Luke Skywalker, man.
Yeah.
You want to fly him, and I know from experience, if you are trying to kill Luke with a 2 dice attack, it does not happen. At all. Even 4, Luke can easily dodge 2 or 3 of those, unless you even rolling blanks all the time. He's going to be fine.
Okay.
So I probably wouldn't even. But 150 seems about fair. Because no upgrades.
He said 120. So, now do you go the points route, or do you say, well, look, this is 2 good matchups. This is a game. In which case, what 2 lists do you make?
So, I'll go through my Imperial list.
Yep.
We have, because you want to kind of go through my.
I'll tell you what. Give me 2 seconds, because I'm going to throw it into a list builder as you read it out.
Yeah. So I did this because I want to be thematic with the list.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine. I know the person may not know the context of this, but what I went for was probably one of the best Imperial squadrons that's been written recently in Star Wars, which is Inferno Squadron. You're the cool guys, the Imperial Special Forces, and then they do actually, spoiler alert, they join the rebellion, some of them because they think actually they're doing it wrong. So I've gone for Inferno Squadron. which gives you.
Can I just cut in here to say that would you believe what my Imperial list is?
Is it Inferno Squadron?
It's Inferno Squadron.
Yeah, like, you've got 4 TIE fighters. There's 4 Inferno Squadron. It's cool.
Okay, so who's your 4 Inferno Squadron? You've got.
Well, there's only 4 Inferno Squadron: Iden Versio, Saint Marana, Gideon Hask, and Del Miko.
Right,
and I think that's a really good.
Iden
If you think of the
Versio,
TIE fighters, because
Del Miko,
yep,
Gideon Hask,
yep,
and Saint Marana.
Yep.
There we go. So we've
and
got. And what would you put on them?
what I've done is I've put a shield upgrade on Iden and Del, because when you fly those in the campaign, they fly shielded TIE fighters. Will be pretty cool. I've put hull upgrade on Gideon Hask and Saint Marana, just because I know the TIE fighters do die quite easily. It just makes them a little bit tougher.
Okay, so you've got 2 shields and 2 hull. Yep.
2 hull, yep. And if you're a newer player, obviously you don't want your ships to die straight away. You do want to kind of make it close.
No, and you want to learn the mechanics as well. So
yeah, and the way I see it, with a hull upgrade, even if you blank out, yes, you've got Iden Versio, which will get you out of dodge once.
Yeah.
You're not going to go, I've blanked out, that's a TIE fighter off the board. It is quite a frustrating thing, even, for being an adult tournament, it can be a frustrating experience. If you're trying to pick up the game and just lose 2 TIE fighters straight away to some bad dice rolls, you might not want to play the game as much. So I think that mitigates that, because you have got 4 health on a TIE fighter, so there can't be one shot by Luke or by the rebels. And then
what talents are you putting on them?
I've put Predator on Hask and Del, and Crackshot on the other 2. I think that might be too much, to be honest.
So Crackshot on Iden.
And Crackshot on Sane, because there's not a marksmanship in there.
No, there's not.
But to be honest, I'd probably drop one of the Crackshots, because there's too much. I think there's too much in there kind of pick up.
And you've got Predator on the other 2. So which one would you like to drop the Predator on, the Crackshot on? Sorry.
Sane.
So you drop the Crackshot, and that gives you 164 points. That's a pretty good 4-ship list, actually.
It's not horrific.
No, I
wouldn't take it to. I wouldn't take it to a tournament, but
no, but for a first.
Yeah.
The first kind of. Maybe it's not first game, because I think first game you're going to do your X-wing against 2 TIE fighters, get another.
Yeah.
Just the core set. But then after that, you want to play something to use all the models you've got, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll click save.
Everybody all right?
Hello, Ian. Okay.
Ian's joined
another one.
Fantastic. Being wrong.
Sean, you're wrong.
Right, so Ian, in that case, what would you choose?
Sorry, I just picked 120 points as sort of a base level. I think
that's absolutely fine.
Stramming a bit.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is the TIE swarm that Sean's just said there.
Yeah.
Effectively, all you're doing is you're adding points on the TIE fighters just so that you can get better ships for the rebels.
Right. Okay.
That seems like a bit of a waste of time.
Okay.
If you're on about Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You open the box, what you're going to play.
Yep.
I think you need to have the points level set so that you can have some pretty decent pilots in TIE fighters.
Right.
But don't worry about upgrades, because it just complicates
I'm thinking along the lines of, here's a list, there, that's what you're going to play. Somebody who's never played the game before. So you do, the first game's going to be an X-Wing against 2 TIE fighters to get to know the mechanics. The next game will probably be the same. Maybe the third game will be, well, look, actually, here's 2 lists. If you put all of your ships on the board, you can do this as an example. There's the game plate. Not even worrying about, like, this is points and all that kind of thing. Just literally a case of, here's the pieces on your kitchen table. This is what they can all do. Play that game.
Yeah, but then you're already adding, like, 2 new ships in the form of the B-Wing and the A-Wing.
Yeah.
And, like, the other the other list, obviously, you're adding things like bullseyes that people's gonna worry about, or
Right.
that you're paying points for. If you're a new player, you might not even trigger it.
Yeah, that's
I get that.
so. So how
Um,
many games worth of benefit can you get out of this? That's the other question. Because in effect, the assets that are put down on the board here are just a box full of pieces. You don't have to use them all. It's a case of, well, how do you get somebody hooked on X-wing using what's there in front of you?
But the thing is, like in my mind, 4 ties versus 3 ships
Yeah.
for the rebels.
Yeah.
It's weighted heavily in favor of the rebels.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So adding a load of extra points to the ties, all you're really gonna do is improve the rebels' chances.
See,
No,
I wasn't going to go with X amount of points on each side. The reason my thought process for the extra hull and shields and things was, to try and mitigate that horrible feeling when your green dice blank out and you go, actually, I don't want to play.
Okay, so
Especially if
if we don't
it
set
was-
points on either side, why don't we say,
Yeah.
right, this is an imperialist, an example of an imperialist. What list
Yep.
would be a good competition to fly against it? The points can be
But
drastically
so-
less.
Yeah.
Hang on. So, but at that point, isn't points the only thing, in theory, that's going to balance a list?
Well, I don't know, is it? I don't know.
That's what the points are there to do.
They are, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But the points are also there, assuming that you've got access to more options.
Yeah. And
But no, but
with
I mean,
some ships,
yeah,
your
I'm assuming
points
you're
are...
going to
Sorry.
want them. No, I'm assuming you're going to want whoever's going to play this game on Christmas Day. You're going to want each of them to have the same chance of winning. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what points do, or should
Right.
do. In
Should
theory.
do, yeah. But then you're both agreeing that if you follow the points, the rebel player should win.
No, I'm not, because if you try to fit those 3 ships into 120 points, or whatever points they end up playing,
Yeah.
then the Imperial player is going to have higher pilot skill ships moving second to arc dodge.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you're wasting points on the Imperial list that you shouldn't be wasting.
Because all you're going to do is improve the rebels' chances.
So,
Right.
Like, if the best you can take is 4 TIE fighters, which are pilot skill 5, but
Yeah.
you take it to the point where all of us, I know, but you're saying it doesn't matter about points. So, in theory, you take the best TIE fighter pilot skills, but then
you've
all
got-
you're doing is adding points on, so that all of a sudden you can fit pilot skill 4 and 5 rebels in there.
to be fair, I get where you're coming from. The reason I put the 4 TIE fighters in, the 4s, is they're all the same initiative, so you're not worried about, accidentally bumping yourself and things like that as much as you normally would. But if you go with the 4 Inferno Squadron TIE fighters,
Yep.
they each, Iden gives
to be
you...
honest with you, when he said this, Inferno Squadron's where you're going to do first.
Yeah.
I think in terms that they're all interesting pilots if you want
Yeah.
pilot abilities.
They've all got funky little abilities, and they'll keep your TIE fighters alive a little bit longer, or help mitigate little things, whilst also got little personalities. I think that's really quite important. The 4 Inferno Squadron members with no upgrades are 127 points. Luke Skywalker, a generic A-Wing, and a generic B-Wing are 130. I think that's probably about as close as you're going to get. And My only concern is Luke's really hard to kill with 2 dice. That's why I had the crack shots and things in there, because Luke is a nightmare to kill with 2 dice. He just dodges
Right,
away,
but
and Luke might be the
so you were on 127 with the Imperials and 130 what?
just 130 on the dot with Rebels.
So you've got a few points in theory to spend.
Yeah,
So if you said
I suppose.
140, so if you said 140 points, you could put the crack shot on or whatever to make it a game, and then you've got a couple of points to spare to put, I don't know, the odd points on
Yeah.
the Rebels.
Yeah, that could work. If you're doing 140 for the Rebels, man, that's the question. Luke, I know, like, my heart says put R2D2 on there. My head says just don't, because otherwise, whoever's not playing Rebels, you're not going to be able to kill Luke. You're going to struggle anyway. He's hard to kill, especially with 2 dice, and regen makes that worse.
Okay, so right. Okay, so let's change the criteria. So you've got a kid playing an adult, and you give the kid Rebel. He's playing his dad, right?
Yeah, Luke gets everything.
Right. So you give the kid R2D2, don't you?
Yeah, like if you're playing like that, I'd give the kid more points, because then the more to win, and if you win, you're more to keep playing.
Yeah.
Um.
So if we go with that theme, how does that alter your views?
Yeah, I think you'd go Luke with R2D2 at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
For my list I've got is 142 for the Rebels. With the A-Wing, I've put Arvel in there. For the simple fact of, I don't think Arvel's the best pilot in the A-Wing, but he allows you to bump and still shoot, and bump and do stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So when you're a newer pilot, even if you've been playing a long time,
it's more forgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more forgiving. And you go, I bumped, I can still shoot and do stuff. And also I know I'm safe, so I can't be shot at. So then you might start thinking, this is far, far, far future. Right, if I bump him, if I put myself there, I know he's going to hit me, and I can shoot him, and he can't shoot me.
Yeah.
And then the B-Wing I had generic, because I couldn't think of anything interesting on it. That's not going to add more stuff in to complicate it. That's the thing with B-Wings. The more you add in, the more likely it complicates things, and I just think you've already got 3 ships with completely different dials. Maybe put them to a Blade Squadron veteran, just so you got 2 3s and a 5, just to keep your initiatives a bit easier. You don't want too much in. The more things you add in, the more complicated it makes it, and the harder it is to.
Yeah, so you're then on 100. You're then on 143 points.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good, to be fair. And I'm looking at that. You've got a 69-point Luke, because you've got R2D2 and you've got the S-Files, obviously, because they're standard. There's no point in putting them on or not putting them on when they're for free.
I don't know. I actually took them off.
Really? But does it matter? Because you don't have to use them.
Yeah, but you'll forget them. And you want
that's all right.
For the first few games, just get the basic maneuvers down. The more you add in, the harder it gets. That's why I think for basic core set, my personal preference is you go with a Academy pilot, a Black Squadron ace, and then you have in the X-Wing.
Okay, so why don't we do this twice? We've got a Rebel list, and we've got an Imperial list here, which is on 164. Are they a good matchup? Would you say? You've got 143 against 164, so it's weighted slightly in Imperial's favour, but you've got the heavy Luke on 69 points. You've got Orville Crinid in an A-Wing, and you've got a Blade Squadron veteran, and that's up against your 4. The words escaped me. Sorry, I'm having a blank.
Inferno Squadrons.
Inferno Squadron. I couldn't think of the word Inferno.
Yeah.
Against your 4 Infernos, do you want to take shield upgrades and hull upgrades off, or do you want to take crack shots or predators off, or do you want to leave it all as is to make it a good fair game, or weighted slightly in favour of the child playing rebel?
I'd take the hull
To
upgrades
be,
off.
to be honest with you, I would take R2D2 off of Luke.
Right, okay.
Because regen, you're having to take the weapon disabled,
Yeah.
so you're losing a shot with a ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're having to think ahead, obviously do that right. This is the turn I'm getting away. You have to get into the mindset of running, which on your first game, you're not going to want to do anyway. You're going to want to shoot.
Yeah.
Especially if you're an 8-year-old kid, Skywalker doesn't
we're talking
and knocks it.
If we want to make it real, well, we're talking a 10, 11-year-old kid against his dad on Christmas Day, and neither of them have ever played before.
To be honest, I just had R2D2 in there because he's R2D2. That was my.
And
move. It was just he's R2D2, man. He goes,
and 10, 11-year-old kid who's Star Wars mad, then he wants R2D2, doesn't he? And his next upgrade that he wants to get is Darth Vader to go with the ties.
Yeah.
So because that's exactly what a kid who's into Star Wars would do. That's exactly what he's going to want. Because why? Well, because you just do. I think the first upgrade I bought, the first one I bought upgrade wise was, well, I need Darth Vader to go with those ties. It's just, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Really?
But why don't you? Well, why don't you just take Luke?
Yeah.
And why don't you just take shit? For your first game. Because you're already adding in the Force and all that. Luke's already better than the average. He's already going to be able to arc dodge because he's the highest pilot skill.
So we've got, in that case, we've got a 135-point Rebel list. And then for Empire, we've got 164, and we need to get shot of some of these upgrades. So,
okay.
Do
Drop all the shield. Was it 134, did you say?
134 is the Rebel, yeah. No, 135, sorry. 135.
135. Okay, right. Put a crack shot onto Iden Versio.
So we get rid of all the shields and hulls, yeah?
Yep. Put a crack shot onto Gideon Hask.
Yeah.
He's the dude that does the jazz with the crits, yeah?
He rules an extra... Well, actually not same Marana. Gideon Hask is, if the damage, rule an extra red dice.
Okay, so which ones are we putting it on? We've got Iden Versio with Crackshot. We've got Del Miko, and what does he want? Does he want Predator or Crackshot? Or none?
Actually, to be fair, I think you're probably your best... To me, the sensible...
Right, if you put Predator... right, if you've got Crackshot on Iden... If you put Predator and Crackshot on Delmico, Gideon, or Sane, that gives you 135 points, exactly the same.
I'm going to have to leave you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Andrew.
Thanks for the game, Andrew.
Catch
you soon.
See you later, man. Bye.
So the question, if you go that way, you've got 5 points in Predator and Crackshot that you can place on 3 pilots. Which do you put on which? And that makes it 135 points versus 135 points. And the silence rang out among the crowd.
I don't know if you just go take it off Iden and put it on Sane Marana and Gideon Hask. So you've got the obvious offensive aggressive TIE fighters who are going to be targets number 1 and 2, and then you've got your 2 defensive ones.
So you take it off. So you take Crackshot off Iden, and you put it on Sane.
Yep, and put the other one Gideon, and then you're making it.
and then
At
you've
that
got
point, I think you're making it easier for the rebels to know who to shoot at because they go like, these two are the ones that hurt me, and these two are the ones that keep those two alive. And you
right,
kind
and
of
that then gives
Oh,
that
no.
then gives you 2 points if you want to make them exactly the same. So do you make them exactly the same and stick a predator on one of the other two, or do you give the Empire the bid and bring that aspect into the game?
bid doesn't really matter. You haven't got initiative overlaps.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm gonna have to log off partially because of the time and partially because I've just checked my phone. Apparently, I'm on 7%, so my thing's about to die
It's
anyway.
fine. It's fine, Andrew. Just log out. It's absolutely fine.
No
Yeah.
bother, Andrew.
No problem.
Very much.
See you
Thank you.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So there's the question. Do we stick a predator on, or I'm just checking in chat to see if anyone else has got any words of wisdom.
To be
For
honest,
anyone who's joined recently, what we're doing is we're imagining that we've got somebody brand new. It's Christmas Day, and they've been gifted the fantastic gift of a game of X-Wing 2.0, a core set along with a few little upgrades to go with it, and it's father and son Christmas Day afternoon playing a board game on the kitchen table. This is what you've got. So the things on the table in front are what they've been presented with, and we're making up 2 different lists so that they can play a game. Once they've done the standard X-Wing versus 2 ties, all that kind of thing, then this player gets that, this player gets that, play the game. There you go. To try and get them hooked. It's kind of remote. This is X-Wing, this is the game. And we're trying to come up with a list between us for each of the 2 players. So we're on 135 to 133. Do we leave it as that, or do we want to stick a crack shot or something like that on? We've got a spare. Sorry, a predator on.
Predator.
We've got predators. We've got mods. You could stick a mod on something. Is there a 2-point mod?
No, not a good one. Not like there. The
Right, well,
afterburners are too confusing. Stack discharge veins. I'm already putting that in the bin. There we are.
Right.
Mission fail
so
safe
what was
doesn't
on
do anything.
what was on the different pilots? Sorry.
So
I'd
you
put
crack shot on
crack shot
Gideon
on-
and crack shot on Sane, and the other 2 are naked up to now. So actually, I can probably bring this up onto stream if I'm clever, which I'm not, but I'm sure that I can actually do this right now, that I can do that, and if I click save on there, which works okay, I can then go that one and that, and then go that, and I need to log in. Why am I not logged in? That isn't very helpful at all. Load.
What's your thoughts, Ian?
Right, other than marksmanship on Cian,
Yeah, which isn't there.
has he not got one?
No, that's why I've not put marksmanship on. Otherwise, I'd been stapling it on there.
Oh, that's a pity. Because I'm just like mentally, if it triggers, it's effectively a crack shot because you're forcing the damage through.
Yeah. And also,
But
to
in
kind
theory,
of
it's
help
one
line
point, and you can do it multiple times. It plays into his ability.
Yeah.
It's
a shame because I've got about 37 billion copies of marksmanship, I think, by now.
Yeah, I think you get it with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that you'd spend those 2 points on.
I don't think there is. 'Cause I think the more abilities you put in, the harder it gets. So just leave it. Yeah, so you get the marksmanship in First Order Conversion Kit, Galactic Empire. It's all the conversion kits, 5 of them. Guardians of the Republic,
Yep.
Servants of Strife, the TIE Fighter Expansion Pack, and the TIE Silencer Expansion Pack. Steve, do you have a copy of Marksmanship?
That is a very good question. I don't think I've got one. I don't think I've got one to throw in. I might have.
Right, so it comes in the First Order Conversion Kit, which I don't think you have.
Yes, I have.
Have you? Have you got all the
Yeah.
conversion kits?
Yes, I've got all of them. But
Oh, you'll have like a million copies of Marksmanship then.
let's have a look. I will
'Cause
tell
you-
you exactly if I
get
open up. If I've got multiples, I can throw it in. That's not a problem.
You will have multiples because it comes in all you get at least 1 or 2 copies in all the conversion kits. At least 1 or 2 copies in Guardians of the Republic as well. Which I think you've got what?
I've got 4.
At least 3 of?
I've got 4.
3 or 4 of?
I've got
So you'll
I've
have
got the Rebel conversion, the Imperial conversion, the Scum conversion, and I've got 4 Guardians of the Republic.
Okay, yeah, you'll have multiple marksmanship. So if you can chuck a marksmanship in there,
Right,
and put your crack shot onto maybe Iden instead.
Marksmanship is a talent, isn't it? And marksmanship, yeah, I've got loads of marksmanship.
It's less of it. I mean, her ability is obviously great. Worst case scenario, if he targets her, she just uses her ability on herself. You know, if she becomes a threat.
And Iden, yeah.
Marksmanship is a talent, and I'm looking through my cards now because my database says I had 14 copies, and that sounds about right. And 1, 2 of them can come out, and they can get thrown into this lovely little box. Because although this is a hypothetical question, guys at home, it's real. So our viewership has dropped a little bit, but that's okay. It's absolutely fine. We're not really that worried.
It's just obviously if you can get marksmanship on and he can slip a damage card in.
And which one are we putting it on? We're putting it on
Sane.
Sane. Okay. And then what are
because then you're getting physically damaged ships as well, so that plays into the other member.
Okay, so we've got Crackshot on Gideon, we've got Marksmanship on Sane, and anything on the other 2?
So you're on what, 131 to 134,
5,
wasn't it?
135. And I'm trying to bring the list up onto. Do you know what
you do?
I'm just gonna build it.
Just pop Crackshot on a Dell. Don't put it on Iden. Pop it on Dell, and then the 3 little TIE fighters, the threatening ones, and Iden can just try not to die.
That's 100. That's 134 points.
34. I think you keep it about there.
Okay.
Does that sound about right, Ian?
That sound, yeah. Because you've got enough to worry about.
Yeah.
With the abilities that your ships have. The little upgrades that's on there, you know, a couple of ships have got Crackshot, so you're more likely to remember that. Marksmanship plays directly into Sane's ability. They're both characterful lists. You've got the characters in there.
That sounds good, guys. That works quite. That works quite well. I'm just looking at rereading through. That's a nice 7-ship table, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if I, for future use, spawn a single
Hello?
Hello.
Nope, still here.
Sorry, it just I just went quiet a second because I'm just spawning a pair of cards to add in and throw onto that so that it's correct. And there we go. We've got marksmanship to add into that asset bundle. In fact, I'll just do that and paste them again. Not sure where they went, where they pasted. Probably up here. No, down here. One. Oh, there we go. That's right. One. Oh, I'm gonna take them.
How many points is Vader now?
66.
Wow.
Afterburners went up though, so he's still 70. 73 with afterburners.
Yeah, but like 66 effectively
Takes it to 200.
would take you to 200. You add another ship to the rebels, or you start playing it's something that you can build on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole idea of it is that it's a course, it's a starter, it's a teaser,
Yeah.
and you're gonna want to buy something to go with it. If you play the game
Yeah.
and enjoy it, you're gonna want to buy something. So realistically, if the first thing you buy is an X1, then that opens up more possibilities with your 3 rebel ships. Because you've
Yeah.
straight away you're gonna have to beef up some rebel in order to come up against 4
Yeah.
ties in the next one.
I mean,
And
you beef up
and
and
then
you buy Han.
yeah, and then the next thing is that you're going to want to buy something to go with your rebels, and then all of a sudden you've got the bug, and things got out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah. So if you right, so if you drop R2D2, this is the thing. If you're going for like up to 200, like you don't get exactly, but you can go at like 210 quite easily.
Right, so we'll look at the rebel list. So hang on, I'm going to bring it up on the screen for the people at home. So we've got a rebel. Click on rebel. That helps. We've got a T65. We've got a B-wing, and we've got an A-wing. And we'll just leave them naked for the time being while I bring them up onto screen. We'll get a display capture. That works for me here. We'll make that visible and bring it forward above that. That would be good. And just hold it up. There we go. That works. I'll turn the overlay off. You'll be able to see this in a second, guys at home. Sorry, I'm just doing what you don't normally get to see. There we go. Right, so we've got a Blue Squadron Escort and a T-65. We've got Blue Squadron Pilot and Phoenix Squadron Pilot. So what are we doing with them next? With the Blue Squadron Escort, are we making that Luke still?
Yeah.
So we'll make that Luke. And then the B-Wing, are we putting anything on Luke? Or are we leaving him naked? Oh, has Discord done a funny? Discord's done a funny. Okay. We will just double check. I'm going to have to drop out and jump back in again. Because Discord is funny. Oh, we back, guys. It looks like Discord isn't picking up your microphone. Why would it be doing that? Okay.
What was that?
Right. Are we back? Discord did a funny.
Discord's being very weird tonight. Like,
It is. Very weird. Right, so we've got Luke Skywalker and a T-65. We've got a B Squadron with a Blue Squadron pilot, and we've got a Phoenix Squadron pilot. What are we going to do with them? Why is Discord being so funny all of a sudden when it's been working absolutely fine? I have no idea. Does it not like Gatsby? It might not like Gatsby. Aha! I heard you for a second there, Sean, but Discord's being
Yeah, it cut out. I was talking to myself, and I'm like,
Yeah.
everyone's quiet.
yeah. Okay, so
Um,
right, we've got it back now. It's done a reset. So we've got Luke Skywalker and T-65. We've got a B Squadron, a B wing Blue Squadron pilot, and we've got an A wing Phoenix Squadron. What are we doing with them?
Right. You put the A-wing to Orville.
Oh, sorry, that's a B. We put the A wing Orville Kennedy. Yeah.
And then you put... We're doing... Yeah, Orville Cred. B-wing doesn't need anything, you're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got fire
Um,
control or passive
it's just-
sensors or something.
Fire control is a sensor
System.
System.
Sensor
Yeah.
now is
That's
not
what I
called
meant.
system, is it?
No,
Ian,
there's-
how old are we?
Showing
Yeah.
my age, aye.
Yeah.
yeah,
There
no.
was a couple of things.
There's no,
Yeah.
there's no sensors. So you've got no fire control. But what was the other one? Sorry, it was
Passive
Passive
environment, fire
sensors
control.
or fire control, but you'll not have extra copies of passive sensors.
No.
no, I haven't.
Um,
Fire control is I think.
sensor slot as well. You may
Yeah, they're
potentially.
both. No, nope. There's no sensor slots there.
I think
Is
it's
there
just
not?
more
I can
things.
see one.
Is there? Where?
Uh,
Which one?
right next to the number 41 on the B wing.
No, I mean the card, not the slot. There's a slot.
Right, okay.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
a slot on the ship can take it, but we haven't got one because we're building with
I think
what
it's-
we've
yeah.
got on the screen.
Yeah, it's more things you're adding in. It just
Yeah.
makes it more confusing. I think you just keep it. So keep it simple. Don't bother with that. B wing. You could potentially put something like 10 num in there. I quite like 10 num. Don't tell Tom I said that because he'll be over the moon.
What does Mr. B Wing think of that?
Me, wait, it plays around with one of the it plays around with one of the best mechanics. I'm going to gloss over Sean saying that B wings are amazing and 10's a legend.
They are, and I think the thing as well is that when you first start, stress is a really bad thing, and it's kind of, oh man, I'm stressed. If you are cognizant that you get something good from being stressed, you play into the strength of the B wing, and you 100% go, actually, I'm going to do this time. I'm going to do this because I know it's going to give me an advantage. So
And because he's a higher pilot skill, it gets around a little bit of the fact that you haven't got passive sensors to give it, and you're still getting effectively double modded shots if you're stressed
I
and target
prefer
logging.
Braylon. I think Braylon is better, but
Yeah, Braylon is.
10 num is still quite fun and quite good.
Brilliant 10, brilliant 10. Which one?
Braylon's better but more expensive. If you try to keep points, then 10's easier to faff around with.
So are we going for the you've bought a Darth Vader and this is how you soup up line? or
I think,
are we
I
going?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in which case, what would you throw in? Because a Darth
What?
Vader's a lot of points.
Yeah, against Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right, there's an easy question to this. Who's his favourite character? Is it Harrison Dula or Han Solo? And that determines whether are you going to get a ghost or are you going to go for a Falcon? And I think that's the way you do it. They're the strengths of the Rebels, and the cool pilot, the ghost gets you all the cool cards from Rebels. People like Rebels because it's good.
He loves Rebels. He loves Rebels.
Then yeah, there you go. You answered it. Go for the ghost.
His favourite character of all time in Star Wars is Zeb Orrelios.
Then 100% you go for the ghost because then you get Zeb on everything.
But his favourite ship of all time is the prototype B-wing.
Yeah. Dakka's cool.
Yeah, and because it can actually do
That's because
stuff.
it's the coolest ship in Star Wars.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So,
You know
so do
you know
you
you're
reckon?
cool when you jet
Do you reckon
past the
Boxing?
ghost.
Do you think Boxing Day will get him on stream?
I would hope so.
Can't be worse than that. It's 100%. Go for it.
Full of sugar and chocolate. That's what we want.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh dear me.
If you can still see out both of his eyes, then you're doing X-Wing right. If he's not like, ah! What have you done? I've ate sugar for 4 days straight. Where you live, I don't know.
Okay, well we've got a couple of lists and we've gone through a whole load of ideas and we've been streaming
the
for
thing
2.5
with
hours.
that, I mean,
so
even without buying more ships,
Yeah.
you've still got points. You could throw a couple of protons on the rebel ships
Yeah.
yeah.
Either.
and some shield upgrades and just to buff them up a little bit.
Yeah, that works. Definitely. So, yeah, I think I think you can get an 11-year-old kid hooked on X-Wing with what's on the table.
Oh, probably yeah.
Well, it worked on like 30-odd-year-old kids.
Yeah, worked on all of us. Like, yeah,
And
we
we came
played.
back from playing a different game with a core
Yeah.
set, and I
Yeah.
think
Right.
we're online buying ships after the first game.
Right.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, Sean, come round and play this X-Wing thing. It might be fun. I'm like, Ian, I'm not coming round to play X-Wing because in the last year we played the Batman miniatures game, we played Malifaux, we played Magic, and I've bought into every single one of them, and we've played 4 games, and then we've stopped. I'm not playing this rubbishy Star Wars game because we'll be same again. In 6 months, we'll stop playing it, and it'll be a new game, and I'm not doing it. We'll just carry on playing War Machine, and that comment aged incredibly well. I think we'll just leave that there.
Yeah.
And you've never regretted a single
Don't
minute
do
of it.
War Machine, kids.
Sorry, what was that, Steve?
You've never regretted a single minute of it.
Well, I've regretted a few minutes of it, but nah. X-Wing, I think, is a game. X-Wing is fantastically enjoyable. In terms of pretty much everything, to be honest, you can play it really easily. As far as a game is easy to pick up, it is hard to learn. It's like Buckaroo.
Okay,
Look,
well,
I've got that.
we've hit the 2-hour 40-minute mark, so I'm gonna say good night to the viewers and say thank you very, very much for watching. Please do tune in tomorrow night. I think we might have a game tomorrow night before the Mandalorian.
Chris has said he is free.
Yeah,
if someone wants to play a game.
So I will play Chris on stream tomorrow night if he's free for that. If anybody else wants to play, then by all means send me the message. All I'm going to say more than that is, guys, if you want to say goodnight, that would be fantastic.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
And I will end by saying, may the force be with you. Stay safe. Have a magical day.